What's going on, Zebra Sexuals? It is Zebra here bringing you a Are You a Roo match? What is up? This is going to be against BigNoseFTW. He said he has a YouTube, but he doesn't post it, but he didn't give it to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and just say it's BigNoseFTW. This is a Roo match. This was taken tonight. While I took a break from some homework and watching football, I decided, I was savving a bunch of lower tier pokes. I figured I might as well try a few of them. So, Elo's stream was going on. I went over there and I was like, hey, does anyone want to do an RU match? And he was like, sure, let's go. So I was like, alright, cool, let's go. A few pokes I wanted to try out. I redid Ride On. Girder's still the same. Bulky Girder's still the same. Magneton, different Magneton. Rapidash is totally new. Vileplume and Warlord, those are all new. Kind of the Grassfire Water Core going on. But, his team looking pretty good. He did bring Dreamworld Moltres, but that doesn't really come into play. He just asked if he could bring it, and I said, sure, why not? It's only Flame Body, so I'm not really worried about it. Plus, I'm setting up rocks, so I'm not really worried about it. So he's going to lead off with Steelix. I figured he'd just lead off with Steelix. I lead off with this Rhydon, which is more defensive as a lead, as to where he just goes for rocks, and he has a Drill Run. Drill Run has a chance of getting a crit. It's ground. It's weaker than, Earthquake, but there's the chance of getting a crit, which is also pretty nice. So it has a high crit ratio, I guess you could say. But he Dragon Tails me into my Magneton, which is pretty fine. I got the Magnet Pool, and this is max speed, max special attack Magneton, and Hidden Power Fire does not take out this Steelix. I don't know. I was like, oh great, you brought me into Magneton. That's fine. I'll just fire Hidden Power Fire. I do not know if I do not know calcs or damage of output of what goes on in freaking RU, because I thought that would kill, but I'm going to go into my not-so-little pony, my Rapidash, and go for the low kick, hence the MNSLP, my not-so-little pony. Alright, yeah, that's awesome name. Okay, so he's bringing in Pinsir. I figured the way he brings it in, Scarf, Earthquake's coming my way. Figure I might as well bring the Rock Wrecker, since I am max HP, max attack. Max HP, max defense. With the Eviolite, Earthquake won't do shit to me, and I can just go for a Fire Fang. He brings in Saucebuck, weirdly enough. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Hit him with a Fire Fang. And looking at the damage, I don't think after a Woodhorn, after he hits me, because it'll do a good amount of damage to me, because it is stab, and it is super effective, 4 times effective, I believe. I don't think I'll be taking that really well, so I'm just going to go into my not-so-little pony, my Rapidash, and take that, and just fire off... a Nitro Charge, or a Flame Charge, or whatever they want to call it, and in comes, Moltres. I'm like, alright, well, Flame Charge, do some damage. I'm not sure if he's Scarfed in a way, maybe, if he's running 2 Scarfs, or maybe he's running Specs Moltres, I'm not sure, but I figured since I have the +1, I am adamant. I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, and hopefully do as much damage as I can to this. It does bring it low, but then he takes me out the Air Slash, and it turns out that he is Life Orb, so he ends up taking himself out, so it turns out to be a double down. I figured I might as well bring in Rock Wrecker. He kind of sees that coming since it was my lead, so he's going to bring in his Saucebuck, which I totally forgot. I figured Pinsir might come in, maybe, since it is his fastest poke, but I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Bulky. He's going to hit me with Horn Leech. Not really a problem, because Bulky, like his name ensues, that he is bulky, and I believe I'd go for a Drain Punch, I believe, or I do go for a Bulk Up just to set up in its face, because, he's killing himself with Life Orb, but he's not doing much damage to me, and with, the Bulk Up, he won't be doing anything, but, Mach Punch, gonna hurt him. I figured, he was gonna probably try and switch out into his Noctowl, like he does now, but I guess he just wanted to fodder Saucebuck just to bring in his Noctowl, and I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I don't know if you could tell the difference, but, it is going at ×3 speed, because this is just a Noctowl that just sits in here and just whirlwinds and roosts. It doesn't really do anything. It's a really weird Noctowl set. I have no idea why. It's Noctowl with Roost, Whirlwind, Return, and I forgot what his other move was, but he has Life Orb on it, which is, hence the item is not activating. I was wondering what item he'd have, but there I predict a Roost, to go for Drill Runner, but he doesn't roost that turn. He didn't roost this turn, and then I hit him with another Fire Fang. So he had Hypnosis. He missed a series of Hypnosis, so now he's going to try again since he's at a better amount of HP, and he does hit this Hypnosis. So his only attacking move is Return. So, and plus he's got the Whirlwind, but I would really love to bring my I switched into Vileplume and Whirlwinds. I really love to set up my Wailord on this thing, because he does have the Whirlwind, so I can't really set up on his face. So I figured, Might as well just go. I think I just go for Waterfall as he goes for a Roost. But this is a Rest Sleep Talk Warlord with Curse and Waterfall. I wanted to do Curse Dive, but apparently I found out you can't do Curse and Dive because Sleep Talk doesn't choose Dive since it is a 2-turn move, which kind of sucks. Which would have been awesome because it'd been like a bulky stalling Warlord, which would have been cool. But whatever. So he Whirlwinds me back into Vileplume. I'm not really worried about that. I can shoot a Toxic off on this thing since I've seen all 4 of his moves, and he can't really hurt me. He can hit me with return, but it did no damage. But he's gonna Whirlwind me out into Wailord again, and here I should have probably just gone for, just for a Waterfall, but I figured he'd Roost here, because I just go for a Curse, and I figured, he'll Roost, and that won't really be a problem, but he goes for the Whirlwind, and I was just like, fuck, I could have killed him there, so he's Whirlwind me back into Sleeping Rhydon, and this is just going to drag out more turns, because, I'm going to try and stay here and wake up, because, he is obviously going to Roost up to full HP regardless, and Toxic will end up stacking on him, but if he wants to hit me, he won't be doing anything, but it's just, he's just getting back to full HP again, and Toxic's going to wear him down, which is totally annoying. So 2 turns of sleep gone because it resets, and I get Whirlwind backed out into Wailord, and I figured, fuck it, let's go for Waterfall, do as much damage as I can, because Toxic is doing a lot of damage, and hopefully I can take him out with a Waterfall, and that'll be the death of Noctowl, and it does, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go Wailord. But as you saw in the team preview, he does have that Rotom, which I'm kind of worried about, but I'm just gonna switch into my Rhydon just to fodder, or see if he is Choice Scarf, which I think he might be, but Pinsir's Choice Scarf, so I'm not sure he might be running Specs. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do, but he knows I'm going to switch that. I will possibly switch into Rhydon. He's going to go for Hidden Power Grass, I believe, or Hidden Power, I'm not even sure if it's Hidden Power Water. It's probably Grass, but that's going to take out my Rhydon, and he is Life Orb. So it's like, what, 2, 3, 4 pokes that are Life Orb. You got Saucebuck, this, and Moltres, and Noctowl. But I figured I'd bring in Bulky since I am max HP, max special. It's special defense. I can take a Thunderbolt, take any hit he wants to do, hit him with the payback, and take him out. Now here's where the game kind of goes downhill. I get a crit, probably didn't matter at all, because Girder does have pretty decent attack, and the payback was boosted. Here, I was like, okay, maybe he's going to lock himself in the Earthquake of some sort. Might as well just go for a Mach Punch to get some residual damage on it. But he decides to go for X-Scissor, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. He's locked in X-Scissor. I wasn't expecting to live, because I could have gone for Drain Punch and just stalled out this back and forth by getting a little more HP, because X-Scissor wasn't doing that much. Actually, it probably would have done the same. I probably couldn't even stall out more, but he gets a +1 Moxie. I'm like, alright, well, he's going for X-Scissor. Wailord could probably take one and set up a Curse. I could probably set up a Curse and stuff, but then, this is my first time I've ever used Wailord. I keep thinking he's bulkier than he is. I keep thinking, like, hey, Wailord, you're super fucking bulky, so I'm gonna go for Curse here. And that X-Scissor with the +1 does a fuck ton of Wailord. I was like, fuck, you're max HP and you have some defense investment. I just do not know what Wailord does. I was like, okay, well, that's kind of game, because he's going to kill me, because, unless I miraculously live with the +1 defense, but I won't, because, that did way too much, and now he's at +2, and all I have left is Vileplume. So I'm going to go with Vileplume. I'm going to go with the Protect, maybe if I recover the Rocks damage that I just took and get enough HP back with this one Protect. I think I get like 30 HP back, and it's like, okay, maybe I can live and, probably hit him with a Venom Shock of some sort and kill him. So he's going to go with the X-Scissor, and here's a moment of truth. Does Vileplume live? And no, it doesn't. So that's going to be a 1-0, I believe, and Pinsir ends up sweeping my last 3 pokes after I make a kind of stupid play by not, just straight up attacking him with a Waterfall. But that's going to be the game. It was a really good game. BigNoseFTW, that was a lot of fun. I got to test out some pokes. Magneton, kind of disappointed in. That did not work out really well. Wailord, I just kind of misused him. I do not know anything about most of these Arhu pokes, but I was figuring Magneton, that Hidden Power Fire, would take out Steelix, but it didn't, and I would have had Magneton left at a reasonable amount of HP to help deal with some other stuff, but that was not the case. But yeah, that's going to be the match, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have another awesome RU match that I'll probably be uploading later tomorrow. It was also done in the stream. I also tested out a few pokes. 2 of these pokes that you'll see in the match, but it's whatever. So that'll be it for me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you Zebra Sexuals later. Cheers.